Hello and welcome to the show, The Art of Conversation with Latosha Esaw, the show that is dedicated to inspire and uplift audiences by sharing positive stories, fostering meaningful conversations, and prompting a sense of hope and connection within the community. I am your host, Latosha Esaw. And today I am beyond excited to welcome a truly remarkable talent to the studio. This is an artist whose voice through music, passion, and artistry has left an unforgettable mark on the music industry. He is a powerhouse performer who has the musical ability to transform personal stories, raw emotions, and cultural influences that transcend genres into beautiful melodies and songs that resonate around the world. His artistry has not only captured the hearts of millions, but also earned him one of the greatest honors in music, a Grammy nomination. With every performance, he brings an electrifying energy that moves audiences by blending jazz and soulful melodies with authentic storytelling through interpretation and sound. His dedication to the musical craft has made him a trailblazer within the musical field as he performed at the Grammy Awards with the late great Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, and sharing the stage as well as performing with musicians, performers, and musical acts that include Chaka Khan, the Clark Sisters, Gerald Albright, and Christopher Williams. His artistry continues to inspire both fans and fellow musicians alike with his unforgettable live performances and musical recordings. This artist has proven that music is not just the sound, it is an experience that takes you on a journey and shines a reflection of light within the human spirit. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome South Carolina's very own and the Grammy-nominated trombonist sensation, the incomparable Hank Bilal, to the studio. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for
Have
having
a seat right over there. It is a pleasure. All right. Whew. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to sit in the studio with me. So welcome to the show, as I'm beyond thrilled to have you as my special guest. It is such an honor to have you join me today, as you are an established and Grammy-nominated artist hailing from Winsboro, South Carolina. I have so much to unpack about your wonderful journey into your musical career. And I must say that you have performed with the best of the best and some of my favorite artists as well. With that being said, I am acclimated with your musical background from reading your impressive musical biography, and I am aware that you were born and reared within a musically inclined family dynamic. Can you take us back to the moment that you first discovered the trombone instrument, and what inspired you to gravitate towards this instrument compared to other instruments?
Well, I had an uncle who I used to look up to very much. Reuben Miller. He was actually a multi-instrumentalist, but trombone was his main thing. And he actually inspired his brothers to play trombone as well. But my Uncle Reuben in particular, he actually did some great things, such as be Bobby Womack's trombonist for some years.
Wow.
Yes, along with touring the country, even the world, if I'm not mistaken. but he is who I looked up to. I had uncles to play trombone, I had uncles to play trumpets, other brass instruments. So music just kind of ran in my family. My mom's side specifically, and my dad's side a little bit because my dad played drums, but he didn't have a lot of siblings to play music like my mom did.
Okay.
But my mom isn't a musician. She's a singer, but my dad's the one that plays the music. But she has her brothers that play horns and different things or whatever.
Awesome. Okay. So who, in regard to like your uncle, who are some of your earliest musical influences, both on the trombone and outside of it? And were there any specific musicians or recordings that shaped your style in the early years?
In the earlier years, just being a church boy, growing up in the church and stuff, and I say that's where it all starts at. For most musicians, I started off on a youth choir, and just singing different melodies of gospel songs, and also traveling with my dad as he performed with the different quartet groups. Actually, I remember coming to Orangeburg a couple times when I was like 7, 8 years old with my dad.
Yes.
He played with a group called Bumpsy and the Redeemers for some years, and then he played for T.D. Brown and the Gloriaires. He was their drummer.
Okay.
So that along with growing up in the church, and then pursuing music in school, doing music in school, starting off in middle school, and doing music in high school. Then eventually, doing music in college.
Wow.
So yeah, I guess for the most part, I've been consistent. From like the age of like 5 years old to now, just always been like consumed in music. Whether I've been singing on the choir, whether I've been playing the trombone on the marching band, or the jazz band, or just some of everything. I just been consistent with it. And I stayed with it. I didn't have a clue I was going to be like doing it as much as I'm doing it now. I thought I was going to be like a something on the side, like I don't know, something, a doctor or something.
Well, you never know. Yes.
Yeah.
What pivotal moment led you to like rehearse and practice more at home, and how did it feel from practicing at home to now you're on the major stage such as the Grammys?
Oh yeah, just just wanting to perfect, or just wanting to perfect music, or just in general, just be good at whatever I touch, and I come from a family of competitiveness. My uncles, just as well as musicians, they was athletes as well. One of my uncles, he could have been in the NBA, NFL, or even the major leagues playing baseball, and he was good. He was good at what he did, and so I guess you just being a go-getter, for the most part, because I didn't get a chance to do other things, unfortunately. Growing up, but I always wanted to do something. I always wanted to be involved. So that was my thing, playing music, and and my peers knew me for that. And actually, they voted me most talented in my class when I graduated from Fairfield Central High School.
How awesome is that? The trombone isn't always the first choice instrument for young players, as musicians are eager to play either the guitar, bass, piano, or drums. What made it resonate with you personally, and how do you balance technical discipline with creativity as you hone your craft?
Well, just hearing it as a kid, hearing the trombone as a kid and sticking out, the church, listen to the church band that had predominantly trombones, and just and that that it looked like such an expressive instrument. You have a slide, and stuff, and you can make different noises and stuff. Kind of probably more similar to the human voice in the other instrument. If I think about it.
Yes.
Because with the you can do all the slurs and the descendos and all the other stuff. All the expressiveness becomes easier on a trombone compared to a trumpet.
Yes.
Which could possibly be too high, or a saxophone, which have all these buttons, but it's kind of hard to kind of slide into a note versus trombone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there you have it. An incredible journey of passion, discipline, and creativity. Playing an instrument is not just about notes on a page. It's about telling stories, expressing emotions, and connecting people in ways words alone cannot. Mr. Hank Bilal has shown us that music is truly a universal language. And through his dedication and talent, he turned that language into something inspiring for all of us. What a beautiful reminder of the power of music and the impact one person can make by sharing their gift. And with that being stated, we'll be right back after the break. It is time to put down those electronic devices and pick up a book. If you're looking for a YouTube channel that helps you discover the joy of reading, where every episode brings books to life, sparks imagination, and inspires a lifelong love for literature, subscribe to Blanche's Book Club, where you control the narrative by submitting your favorite book to read as it is selected to be uploaded to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Welcome back to the show. So let's pick up from where we left off and continue to discuss your musical and collaborative journey. Can you share what draws you to working with other talented musicians and artists?
Well, just to be able to make, beautiful music, and just people I look up to, I want to work with, and I come up with the money somehow, some way, to work with them. But why not go for it? Why not have the people, include the people that that look up to you. I mean that that you learn from.
Yes.
I started to do that over the years, and I guess just first of all my way of saying, hey, I appreciate you, as an artist, or that's my way of giving back, whatever, to the people that were inspiring, whether it was intentional or unintentional.
That sounds so exciting. In which I had to ask my next question. Can you share a memorable story from the studio or stage that taught you something new about your instrument or artistry? And what's one collaboration that profoundly shaped your artistry?
The collaboration that shaped my artistry was a collaboration with Gerald Albright some years ago.
Yes.
Which led to me getting a Grammy nomination. Because he was already like 7-8 times
yes.
Grammy nominated musician, and that's actually which is actually a big accomplishment for him, especially being in a genre that he's in. Jazz is pretty much divided into two parts.
Yes.
You have the traditional straight ahead jazz. You have your smooth contemporary jazz, which is smooth jazz, of course, is players like Gerald Albright, Kenny G, Boney James, all the ones we know of, Kirk Whalum. And you have your straight ahead traditional jazz, which more so is you got your legends like Cannonball Adderley, and even some today like Kenny Garrett. He's one of the more popular living straight ahead musicians. But the Grammys is not popular in the smooth jazz world.
Yes.
Jazz is traditional jazz is more popular. Like the year we had a nomination, we lost to Wayne Shorter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we lost to Wayne Shorter. Wayne Shorter is a composer of Blue Bossa, which is probably one of the most well-known jazz standards of all times, which I actually heard he wrote in South Carolina. Somebody told me he wrote it in Folly Beach.
How?
Yeah,
how
I ran
awesome
them
is
fact.
that?
I know,
Yes.
yeah, that's it goes to show. And our nominations we had were people, like Esperanto Spouting and different people that are in the jazz genre, and so a lot of times during the times of the Grammys, it's just rant from a lot of smooth jazz personnel saying, how, the Grammys don't really cater to smooth jazz like they really should.
Yes.
There's very, very, very few smooth jazz Grammy winners.
Yes.
Norman Brown being one of them I can think of.
Yes.
Maybe Boney James or maybe Kirk Whalum.
Yes.
Or so. But yeah, which is an accomplishment in itself. Me being, a part of that genre myself. And,
yes.
Me having that accomplishment,
Yes, and I'm familiar with all of those names. My father, he's actually a multi-instrumentalist as well. So
awesome.
I love all genres of music. I love smooth jazz, you name it, I love it.
Awesome.
How do you approach interpreting a piece of music on the trombone, especially in genres that may not traditionally highlight the instrument? And what challenges have you faced as a trombonist in gaining recognition in a music industry often dominated by vocalists and more mainstream instrument?
Oh yeah. Well, it's hard. A lot of people, you know, don't even, don't give it a chance automatically because it's a trombone.
Yes.
And it's not a saxophone. Just like when the people are looking for entertainment, I get overlooked, a lot. So, but I say that just only inspires me to really be on my game.
Yes.
When I get overlooked, all the no's I heard over the years, it only inspired me to just step up, and say, what is it that I can work on, just so people, don't even can put past that it's not their everyday instrument.
Yes, well, I do know my favorite band, Earth, Wind, and Fire, they always incorporate the phoenix horn and the brass instruments into their music. So I would personally say it's not overlooked if you connect with bands and musicians that want that sound interpreted in their music.
True.
Do you have a personal philosophy about what music should communicate to listeners? And how do you prepare mentally and physically before a performance or a recording session?
I say they should be able to understand. They should be able to connect. They should be able to be left with a good memory at the end of the show. At the end of the show, they want to go home, talking about it, or calling their friends, be like, "Hey, y'all missed out. I just heard this trombone player, and he was bad."
Yes, yes. Okay. And having said that, don't go away. We'll be right back with more from Mr. Hank Bilal. If you're looking for a YouTube channel that serves as a vibrant source of encouragement, inspiration, and empowerment for viewers from all walks of life, subscribe to The Art of Conversation with Latosha Esaw, where we strive to paint positive conversational art with you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for staying tuned as we come to the final discussion about a truly gifted musician and trombonist. So let's get right back to it. What was your reaction when you learned about your Grammy nomination, and where were you when you got this news? And what does it mean to you personally and professionally to be recognized with a Grammy nomination?
Well, actually, I was in school teaching my kids. Well, actually, I want to say, we might have been rehearsed. I think we either was rehearsing for an event. For one, I teach at a Catholic school in Columbia, St. Mark de Porres.
Yes.
So every Thursday we have mass, and if I'm not doing mass with them in the church, then I'm rehearsing with them in the church. So it could have been between. I remember being in the church, and I told my kids, and then they got really excited when I told them. So we either could have been rehearsing, or either we just finished doing the mass right before that. But yeah, it was very exciting news. It's one of the biggest accomplishments, for a musician. It's just like another, different, occupations have these certificates, this, that, and the third, and I feel like that's one of the things, for a musician to get.
Absolutely. And your South Carolina's very own Grammy nominated. Can you talk about the specific project, album, or performance that earned you the Grammy nomination, and what made it special, or what was the vision behind it? Were there any unique challenges you faced while bringing this project to life, either musically or personally, I should say?
Well, the song was Keep Holding On, featuring saxophonist Gerald Albright, which was our first song I did with him. We also did another song later on, but this song was I recorded this song actually some years ago, and I had just released it as a single. A lot of things had happened in between because I did the recording, then the pandemic had happened.
Yes.
So, the pandemic caused a lot of people going in different directions. So, by the time I could release a single, it was in 2022.
Yes.
Around the spring of 2022, maybe March or April or something like that. And the song was on jazz radio.
Yes.
It was on a few stations named, WCLK, Clark Atlanta, WVAS, radio stations all over the nation, all over the world played the song, but I had no idea it was going to do as good as it did because it didn't do as good as I wanted to do in smooth jazz. In smooth jazz, I was at least trying to, make the top 30 Billboard or whatever. It didn't quite happen the way I wanted it to happen, but I was recognized on a just as high level, or if not a higher level, or whatever. And it definitely it definitely shaped my musical career, and people have more respect for the trombone now. The fact that I guess I have to work harder than what everybody else has to work.
Yes. Looking back, are there key turning points in your career that you feel led to this level of musical recognition? And how has this nomination impacted your career and visibility in the music world? Also, what advice will you give to young trombonists who dream of reaching the professional stage or even earning a Grammy nomination one day?
Well, I say working hard, being consistent, and just releasing music, and releasing more music, I at one point I had released music like quarterly. Now I do it just like every 6 months now, but I release music quarterly for a while, just releasing this track, and I just did it so much to more. I gained more traction. But the part that nobody told me was that how hard I had to work,
Yes.
just to get heard.
Lastly, looking ahead, what projects or goal are you most excited and interested in exploring in the next chapter of your music career? And what has been the most rewarding moment of your musical journey so far? How can someone reach out to you as well as purchasing your amazing music?
They can reach out to me on social media platforms, just as well as my website. My website's probably the best thing you can do.
Yes.
Go to my website; it'll take you everywhere you need to go. Everything is on there. Phone numbers on there. Social media, YouTube, everything. That's one way to get my music, and you can just as well as following me, on social media platforms. Everything is all Hank Bilal music. The next projects I'm interested in exploring is producing another album.
Yes.
Coming out with another album, that features some of the best in jazz and maybe even R&B and soul. Who knows?
Yes.
Doing that and also being a part of more festivals, more big stages. Just get my music all around the world and just playing in different parts of the world. Different continents and just meeting people in my field,
Yes.
meeting music lovers. Just I want to get a chance to do all those things, and I had a taste of some of those things already, but I want to do more of it, and I just want to spread my music all over the world.
Absolutely, and with your practice and disciplineship, you will get it accomplished. Well, that's all for today. And what an unforgettable conversation I've had today with my Grammy-nominated guest. What a major accomplishment to be recognized on one of the world's biggest stages in music is no small feat. It represents years of dedication, passion, and artistry poured into every note and every performance as you perform. Mr. Bilal's musical journey goes beyond the awards and accolades. It is about what shines through his heart, discipline, and the love for the music that continues to inspire fans everywhere. As I close, let's elaborate let's celebrate not only the recognition of Mr. Bilal's Grammy nomination, but the journey it represents, the countless hours of practice and the courage it takes for someone to share one's gift with the world. Through the power of music, Mr. Bilal's musical gifts and talents ushers people together across different cultures and many generations. Share your story. Go to the Art of Conversation with Latosha Esaw YouTube channel and write in the comment section below about a song or musical performance that impacted or inspired your life. Don't forget to hashtag the Art of Conversation with Latosha Esaw. I would like to thank my very special guest speaker, Mr. Hank Bilal, as he reminded us that music is more than just entertainment. It's a heartbeat that carries stories, emotions, and memories that we can all connect with. From the dedication it takes to master an instrument to the creativity required to compose or perform, being a musician is about pouring passion into every note and sharing a piece of one's soul with the world. Once again, thank you to my Grammy-nominated guest, Mr. Hank Bilal, for sharing his remarkable musical journey. And thank you to my viewers for joining us. And now, let's listen to the wonderful sounds of Mr. Hank Bilal as he performs his new single, Proceed to the Root, featuring Gerald Albright.